Today, we're bringing on something I have seen everybody take a liking to, and it is the big green wagon from Sheila's Dream Racy, the driver, Robbie, and the ever-loved Howy Price. I'd say he's the mascot of the team, and who can love that guy? Let's bring them on, and let's talk about this car and everything they're doing today. Good evening, guys.
How's it going, Ryan?
Okay, so we got Robbie and Howy. Tell us a little bit about yourselves, Robbie and Howy. Just go on with it. I want these people to get to know the men behind the machine.
So I obviously drive the car. The car was given to me by my dad when I graduated college. I'm a service engineer, so I travel all over and work on machines and stuff. And while I'm gone, my dad here makes sure that the car gets ready to go, and we're just he always makes sure that it's in good shape for the races, and we're excited about that. We're sitting real good this year. So
oh yeah. Howy, what are some of the things that you take care of down and out? I know I've been on the phone with you a bunch, but we typically don't talk tech talk when we're on the phone.
Pretty much everything, man. We any fabrication, anything we need made, getting with everybody to have them help us with the car. I can make shit, but I can't weld.
Neither can I. Can't.
That's true. I can vouch for that.
Yeah,
you can't weld.
Robbie can weld, and then we getting our team together. We've got a fabulous team, right? I mean, everybody. It took a whole community to build this thing. And between Jeremy and Jason and Terry, we've got machinists and fabricators, welders. It's just trying to keep shit going. I very seldom get to see Mama. I'm always over at the garage working on the car. If I ain't working on it, I'm just sitting there drinking beer and staring at it.
There you go.
So pretty. Yeah, and I'm just a maintenance technician, and I got a little plumbing business on the side.
And I understand one thing I definitely want to talk about. One of the highlights of the car that everybody was freaking over was your plumbing skills with all the plumbing in the car. So we got plumbers working on this thing. What made you decide to go that way and do that? Because it looks fucking cool.
Well, I'd like to answer this for you. You know what they say, Ryan? The plumber you are, the dumber you are.
Okay.
And my dad's pretty plumber.
So that's what my one-eyed colorblind electrician buddy always tells me.
Well, that's some nice shrinking right there, sir. You're
and it was free, so
yeah, it was free. I had it in stock, and first I asked Robbie, if he cares if I make the radiator hoses and stuff out of copper and polish it, and he wasn't quite sure if he'd like it or not. And I said, well, shit, we can always powder coat it. I'd like to hard pipe it, and once we got it in there, he fell in love with it, and along with everybody else. But we get so many people telling us that it won't work. You can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. We did it. It works.
It's worked for a while. Now that thing's been on there the whole time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We got about 7,800 miles on the car now since we got it back on the road. And
wow.
And that's including the 3 drag and drive events we've done with it.
We drive the hell out of it.
Yeah. No, your social media shows for sure. I know this thing's been a fucking hit because people cannot no one's doing what you guys are doing at all. I've never seen it.
That's because most of them are smarter than us.
No, that's fucking wonderful. I'm curious, how often do you have to polish that stuff?
I've been asked that before. I'm usually drinking, so it takes about 2 beers, 3 beers maybe to get it done. But I usually probably do it once a week. If we get to the racetrack, I'll touch it up, or it doesn't turn green or anything. The more you keep it polished, the easier it is to do, and it's not hard. A couple of beers, it looks great.
Oh yeah, take your time, put some love into it, right?
Yep. Everybody tells me you should put clear coat on it. No, then it chips and it looks like shit. So
yeah,
it's easy. And
tell me about what do you got going on for a power plant now? I know you guys started with the 427, have been thinking about making changes. There's turbo talks. What's going on here?
Well, so it originally had the 429 with the C6 trans in it. We blew that up on the dyno at a car show here in town.
How many whopping horsepower did that make?
Like 211 or something like that.
211 horse, 280 foot-pounds of torque.
Oh,
And
yeah.
So we were gonna. My dad called me up one day because I was in college at this point, just getting ready to graduate, and he asked me, "What do you want to do? You want to fix it, or you want to start LS swapping it?" So we decided to LS.
I think
swap
they said,
it.
"Get that shit out of there."
I said that.
Get that shit out of there.
All it is a fucking boat anchor.
Yeah, that is. That's a big son of a bitch.
So we just bought a junkyard $500 6-liter LS to throw in it. That was what we ran the first year. Last year at 6 Summer on the last day, we ended up throwing too much nitrous at it and bent a rod. So really good buddy of ours, Stephen McLeod at SMC Racing, said, "Get it into me, let's get it fixed." So now we got all forged internals. It's only honed 5 over, nothing major. Just
compression,
a little more compression. So right now, this year we are just running nitrous again, but next year we do have 2 Garrett turbos to throw on there.
We did get a custom ground. John Bewley, he custom ground us a camshaft for the turbos that are going to be going in it. And we did some Johnson lifters and some valve spring upgrades. So we we threw a bunch more money away, upgrading and getting ready for the turbos. So we don't know if we're going to be going any faster this year. We're going to maybe try add another 50, 75 shot on our 200 that we've got now, and then get ready to go have fun next year.
I know you guys have always been nitrous guys, and hearing about the turbos it's friggin' awesome. You guys have been nitrous guys as long as I've known you, and Howie has put more nitrous through shit than I think half the car community has, and the whole Fast and the Furious movie combined. What turned you onto nitrous? As long as you've been doing this, as many cars as you've built.
Cheap. It was a cheap power adder,
cheap.
Right? And and I still, to this point, I know enough to be dangerous about it.
Okay.
We've screwed enough shit up with nitrous that
I have the videos, Howie.
As long as he reads the nitrous charts right and we get the jets correct, we're okay.
Yeah. Don't let me read the jet charts.
Fireball.
I'll fuck it up every time. But yeah, we have sprayed a lot. We're doing them 300-foot street drags with Johnny's car. And but we were running 3 classes. It was just turning that thing. We'd run 3 classes. It was just hot lapping that thing all night long.
Well, and that's where it started, was with Johnny's car, which was the first tranny that we bought from you.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the first Black Edition. That's when you were you didn't have one yet, I don't think, Howie.
I don't remember.
You guys went in on it.
I think that went in my supercharged car.
Oh yeah. The first one went in his when he brought it home, the transmission blew up.
I burnt it up, and then the guy I bought the car from, he paid to get it rebuilt again, and that lasted 2 weeks. And then I called 3 of your competitors. I ain't gonna say if they're competitors or not, because none of them called me back.
We all have our competitors.
Right. So yeah, some of your big competitors, and called them up. I needed a transmission, and it's like, yeah, you'll get a call back on Monday. I waited till the next Monday, never got a call back. So it's like, I remembered seeing a post about PerformaBuilt. So I went through one of my C5 pages, and I had to go back, I don't know how far. And I found you guys, and it was, I want to say 7 o'clock my time on a Sunday night. I made that phone call, and I'll be damned if somebody didn't answer. Alan
yeah,
answers
that's old
the
man.
phone.
Old man
I'll leave
Allen.
a message. Yeah, I bought my first transmission that night, and the rest is history, man. We couldn't hurt him, and then we got one for Johnny's car, and we bought back. Just you guys.
For those of you watching that don't know the backstory, Howie has 4 of these things, and that's why it's so hard to keep track of. 4 black editions. They're in one car or the other, and I don't even know what's what anymore, even though I built them all.
Other than the wagons, of course.
Yeah.
You know, and the only one we broke is when we shattered the differential in Johnny's car, but we were trying to bring a 400 shot on in half of a second.
And that was just the case that cracked. It wasn't any of the internals.
No, there was none of the internals. It busted the rear diff, and it shoved everything forward into the tranny and broke the case. And it didn't hurt none of the shit inside of it. And you guys took care of it for us. It was
and turned it into a stool for you to sit your ass.
Yes, you did. Turned it into a stool for us. You sent it back to us for Christmas with a couple leather coats. That was pretty badass.
Yeah, no, that's a nice stool. It's the only Corvette one I did.
We still use the hell out of it.
Oh yeah.
That brings up a great point because of you guys. I've learned so much from Howie, especially, and Robbie too. And I want to talk about the Corvette diff bracing, a little off topic of the wagon. You guys, I've referred this to so many people. It saved their ass. Your diff brace. What's the one that you guys prefer?
The disc brakes on the Vets?
Sorry, differential brace. My bad.
Oh, we got the Rick Wells ones. But I guess he's not in the game anymore. But we just got that little cross brace that goes back across on the upper rear end. We don't have the full cage or anything, but it works great. It's the same thing. There's other companies that make them that are basically similar to him, but yeah, it was Rick Wells is who we got ours from.
I've been referring people to the HPI one, but ever since you guys figured that out, told me that, never blew up a diff again. It has saved everybody I've ever told, straight up. So listen to these guys when it comes to nitrous Corvettes and kind of not breaking shit. Kind of, yes. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, kind of not. We'll go back to the fucking wagon now. Enough about that. Some of those projects, if you guys want to check them out, they're on our Facebook, Instagram. I'm sure they're on Sheila's Dream somewhere in the background. You can't miss them. Beautiful nitrous vets, Pro Charge. I do always have wanted to ask you guys, what is your preference now, especially now you have so much experience doing the Dragon drives too. What's your favorite thing now? What's your favorite kind of racing? Is it the Dragon drive?
Oh, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing that even compares.
We've been involved in off-road racing. We've been involved. I've been involved in just about every kind of racing there is.
Howie off-road Corvette, by the way. I've seen it.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, this is by far. I mean, you get to drive your shit. You don't have to haul it to the racetrack. You know, and we can throw five people in the car and go cruise around.
And everyone's willing to help you out, which is it's a neat experience. It's just the camaraderie of it it's incredible.
Oh yeah, that's what I've been seeing and hearing. I'm new to it. I started following because of you guys. Howie told me about it. You know, and I've made friends in the Dragon drive industry since because of your friendly ass. You know, like Michael Narks and everybody. They've all been great. I'm in the group. It's the best welcoming community. There's really no shit, which is amazing for Facebook. And yeah, I can't wait to come meet your guys and take part in this for the first time.
Oh man,
we're looking so forward to it.
Yeah, we are super looking forward to it. You can just get ready for some hugs because few beers in, and I'm a hugger.
Yeah, we're the same size, so it won't be hard to hug you. We're short, everyone. Very. Do you guys have any, like, other than Six Summer? Do you guys have any like future events or projects that you're thinking about?
Well, we normally do One Guy's Garage Drag Weekend, which is an awesome event, especially for somebody that's thinking about getting into it, because it's a smaller event. There's not a ton of cars. I think 50 cars. It's a 3-day event. Unfortunately, we can't make it to that one this year because of my friend's wedding. But
if they're still together at that time.
Yeah, that's true.
but that's normally one we always make sure we make it to. That was the very first one we ever did, and it was just, that's what got us hooked on it.
Yeah, it's called One Guy's Garage Drag Weekend. Nathan and Stacy Shaw put it on, and it's an amazing event.
It's another local one for us, which helps too.
Hell yeah. And I'm sure you're going to be taking the wagon for sure.
Oh yeah. We've done it twice with it so far.
Yeah.
No, that's a crowd pleaser. I'm curious, I'm sure everybody is. What's your favorite thing about the wagon?
Everything. I don't even know how to answer that. It's just,
that's a fucking good answer, actually.
I mean, there's nothing I don't like about it. I mean, we built it ourselves, with the help of some great family and friends, but it's just, there's nothing on the car that we look at. It's like, wow, I wish we would have done that differently.
Right.
At this time. I mean, we're not trying to be the fastest people out there. We're trying to go fast, but we're trying to have fun with it, which we are. And there's just nothing I regret about it.
No, we got one goal. Tell them what your goal is. This is the only goal for the car.
The only goal is to beat my dad's Corvette with it. That's our only goal.
Yep, that's it. And I told him I'll help you.
Yeah, and I told Howie, like, kind of, fuck you, I'm going to make sure that happens.
Oh, yeah. Well, the first time I told my dad that, because he asked me what my goal was with the car, I said, well, I got to kick your ass. And he said, well, I'm going to help you do that. So that's what we've been doing, slowly working up to it.
I think you got a hell of an advantage here. What the heck? Even the guys helping you over here.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
His car's still sitting in parts because he didn't take care of his Pro Charger. He was too worried about the wagon.
Not too worried about the wagon. I just, fucking drove it. I didn't do any maintenance, and it was just, I just got to rebuild the Charger on it, and we'll get her back on the road for fall. And hopefully we get the turbochargers on there next year, and we can line them two up. See if that 4,700 pound, well, now we're going to be adding another probably 150 pounds to the front end of the wagon. So that's
4,900 pound car.
Yeah, probably 4,900 by the time we're done with it. Well, to help keep the front wheels on the ground anyway.
That's true.
Hopefully.
That's true. Speaking of poor maintenance, Howie, let's talk about your maintenance on the PerformaBuilt transmission, because it's just a 60E and you guys have been running that for 4 years, or has it been 5?
This will be our third year.
This will be our third year on it. We bought it a year before that, so it's this will be our third season on it. But we changed the filter religiously. We follow your rules, right? Just watch your shit, right?
My shit.
It's, we always change the fluid because you tell us we don't have to. You tell us to change the filter, but we change it anyway because Robbie.
Because I'm a little more anal.
He's a little more anal about it.
I'm like, you know what? We got extra fluid, just change it.
Right.
But
and Steven's giving us gallons of fluid, but usually we just go to the John Deere and get that high guard shit. It's cheap,
Yeah, here it works good.
It does.
Yep, it's cheap insurance, right? Just change it. Dump the shit out, and Kyle burns it in his oil burner at the shop anyway, so it's kind of a win-win.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that's great. What cooler? What are you guys running? I know that's a land yacht, so I know there's a big cooler.
That True Cool 40K.
That's the one.
Just it's amazing. I mean, what do we run for temperatures going down with?
I think the highest I've ever seen it while peak of summer,
90 degrees.
Probably 90, 95 degree weather. Cruising down the road after beating the shit out of it at the track, it was 190.
That's 7,800 pounds, and this is going up and down some pretty steep frickin' hills.
Yeah,
But
then you get cruising and it drops right back down to 150, 160.
That's a perfect setup. That's great. Actually, fluid's heating up nice. You guys are. I've never fixed one of your well, just the one with the stool, but
Yep.
damn.
With the crack case, yeah.
Yep. And yeah, but we bought the first one I bought.
Oh yeah, the one where the
True Cool
tuning.
that I bought, yeah, it wasn't a True Cool. It was an aftermarket one, and I don't know, maybe it would have been good, but it started leaking.
Yeah.
After our first drag and drive event,
Yeah,
it started leaking, and
so we bought a actual True Cool, put that in. We haven't had any issues. We had the other one fixed by a welder friend of ours, Jerry, right?
Yep.
Jerry welded it,
Yep.
and we have it as a spare that we carry with us, but we haven't had an issue
for an emergency
with the other ones. So
yeah, no, I've honestly, you guys have shocked me, like a lot of my customers, like Jade putting in a monster truck. You guys are building a tank, and it's something I never really anticipated, and I'm just, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of this. I'm proud of you guys.
This is your damn fault.
Yeah,
I wanted to buy a damn 80. Remember?
I do.
And I was like, I wanted an 80. You said, Howie, no. Let us build you a 60. Let us build you a 60. I'll make it. It's like, okay, if that's what you want, that's what we'll do. And I am so glad you did. Saved us 100 pounds. Saved us 100 pounds. You saved us a bunch of horsepower. And we love it. And the look on everybody's face when we tell them that thing's got a 60 in it.
I want to see the twins on it. I definitely do, because I genuinely believe nobody's put it in a vehicle like this. So you guys are doing a lot of firsts, and I'm very curious myself if we have our first failure or not.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try and bust that bitch.
That's what I said.
Because it's gonna be we're shooting for 1,000 to 1,200 wheel. And it'll probably be 4,900 pounds with him in it. And we've got people that told us it would never hold up to what we're doing to it already. And, now all of a sudden everybody's like, okay, well, it's never going to hold up when you put them turbos on it. So we're going to find out.
We have quite a few pretty big name guys that come up to us in the pits, and they're like, I'm just baffled that your 60 is held up to what you're doing to it.
Yeah, and I'm grateful because myself, I know my quality of work. You guys have a great understanding and set your car up right and take care of it. And then you got Richard, who is your tuner.
Man,
we're very fortunate about that.
And and that Haltech computer system, and yeah, you got Haltech Ricky on there. This dude, he is amazing. He's amazing behind the keyboard.
The stupid shit that I said that I asked him if we could make happen in the car just for no reason, just because we thought it would be cool. He's just like, yeah, I think we can do that. And he makes it work every time. It's
just that stupid ass fuel system that we put in it. Keep it simple, stupid, right?
Right.
Well, we
had to overcomplicate it.
We went way beyond keeping it simple.
But it works.
It works.
He can drive down the road. All he's got to do is just push a button on the keypad. It switches the fuel systems. Doesn't contaminate the other fuel tanks, so we can go from E85. We can run just about anything in that thing, and he can change it while the car is running, while the car is going down the road. One tank goes dry, he just pushes a button, and it switches it over, and it seems to work perfect.
And I believe he was telling me a little bit about the nitrous tune. I talked to him for a good while. It has 2 stages, and it ramps up again on the second stage. I didn't quite understand what he was talking about, but it just sounded like shit I will never be able to understand, to be honest.
Well, we originally wanted to progress. We thought we were progressing the nitrous in right from the start. We thought we were throwing like an 80% shot of a 200 in, and then ramping it up over time to a 200 shot.
Okay.
But we had the wrong nitrous relays in the car, so we were actually spraying a full 200 shot right off the launch the entire time.
We're launching on a 200 shot.
So is that somehow Howie's fault?
No, it's not. Well, I mean, sort of,
Well,
because
kinda, yeah.
it is where he said earlier, we know just enough to be dangerous.
Yeah.
So but we learned that the car likes it. We learned that the car can handle launching on a 200 shot without progressing it in. So that's just, we've continued to do it. And then we have the second kit that allows us to progress in down the track later on if we please to.
Yeah. So we're just using a plate system, and so we're kind of using a dry shot, and then using the injectors to add the fuel. So instead of having nitrous on our plate system, nitrous and fuel on our plate system, we just put nitrous jets on the other side. So, and I wanted to look. I did it more for, I want to say, aesthetics, because I'm a little anal. I wanted everything to look. I seen some of these badass cars at these car shows, and they hide all their wires and everything just looks awesome. And I wanted that. So I just
Jeremy made that happen.
Yep.
Hiding the wires and
the wiring. It was just I don't know. It's been a fun project.
Yeah. No, I've dreamt of what you dream of. I've never achieved it. I just got a big hunk of wire running along my fender, and that's good enough right now. But yeah. Fuck, guys, that's amazing. And you have full interior too, right? I mean, that's a whole living room there.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only thing we really changed in the interior, obviously, we put the cage in, then we pulled the bench seat out to get the two racing seats in the front. But that's really pretty much it for interior stuff. I mean, obviously, we had to modify the dash to get all the Heltec stuff in there, but
sure,
it's still full interior. We still got the back seats. So we haul 4 people with us. We could haul up to 5. 5 people in the car during the drag and drive events, which is beneficial for us. A lot of people can't do that, but the only people that are allowed to work on the car are the people that ride in the car. So for us to be able to have 4 people in there, my life as the driver is, there's like no stress, because by the time I get back to the pits and Ricky and I go over the data, everything's ready to go for the next pass. I mean, the crew's awesome. I just don't have to worry about anything. I know everything's going to get done, and
gets time to hang out with the kids and get pictures. And, we like putting the kids in the car and getting, it's
that's where it's good. I just see guys know what they're doing. Your car, you have real professionals. There are people that just know what they're doing. And it just gets done. More hands, less work, And what are like, what is some advice you could give guys looking to get into drag and drive? You guys have done 3 now, and I definitely know you've had your struggles and moments.
I mean, take your time when you're building it. Spend a lot of time driving it. Spend a lot of time in the shop. You get more done in the shop. That's the most important thing. I heard Nick say the same thing, and it's the most important thing. Just go over everything. Make sure.
And if you don't remember, if you went over it, go over it again.
And make a list. Make a list.
Have a checklist ready to go. Every time between races, go through your checklist. Like, we pull spark plugs between every run. We check nitrous. We check fuel. We check everything we possibly can think of. For the next pass, which could come up very quickly. You never know, but it's not worth taking the chance. Checking transmission fluid, checking engine oil, just making sure that you get to go over everything before your next pass for security reasons, because the last thing you want to do is break down on the side of the road because you decided that you didn't need to do it that one pass.
And safety, concentrate on safety. It ain't worth anybody getting hurt. Put the belts in it. Put the, good seats in it. Put the 5-point harness.
Carry fire extinguishers.
Get a Hans device. I mean, we're slow as shit. We're running 1140s. I mean, that's just slow, and
it is.
We won't put him. Mom and I won't put him in the car, or Sam, his girlfriend, won't put him in the car unless he's got his, full fire suit, Hans device, gloves, everything. It's, we got an 850 cage in that thing, and it's, you probably run that fucking thing into a brick wall and it ain't gonna fold.
No, that's good American steel there, that thing.
I don't know how safe they are. We ain't got no airbags, but just double check everything. I mean, shit falls off. We were at one event and the dude's tie rods, we were following him going from one track to the other, and he had a tie rod fall off. We checked the other one. We looked all over for a bolt, and he just missed bolting the tie rods. The nuts fell off and they came loose. Luckily, it was only going maybe 5 mile an hour going across over some railroad tracks, and but you see some weird shit happen just because stuff got missed. So a checklist is very, I mean, we live by it, right?
We got that back when we were pit crewing on a professional off-road race truck. The driver was that was after every race, every practice, every qualifying, you went through the entire truck completely, and we did not go back onto the track until it was done.
Yeah, right down to torque and wheels, after practice, everything. Just go through it. Fluid checks, everything. Hose clamps. It takes a lot of, it takes a lot of dedication, right? I mean, unless you got, got yourself a Hellcat or something, you're out there having fun. It's a new car. I mean, we built this shit basically from scratch. My dumb ass decided, well, I'm going to cut the frame off at the firewall. Well, I had that big steering gearbox up there that weighed 300 pounds. It's like,
yeah,
we got to get rid of that shit. So what do we got to do? Well, if we cut the frame off, then we don't have a choice. So then we had to build a new frame. We put a Crown Vic front suspension in it.
To have rack and pinion steering.
So we could have rack and pinion steering and a motor plate. But it's like, well, shit. Now we got to build a frame. I didn't know how to build a fucking frame, but we figured it out. We're not race car builders by any means.
No, but Robbie fucked up and gave you an angle grinder, and there goes the frame.
A fucking
Sawzall.
He
didn't have an angle grinder. I had to buy him one.
Yeah, I didn't have one. We had a Sawzall.
Did you get him a nice battery Milwaukee?
I do.
No, I do. Because I had to buy it because his too fast wouldn't do it.
So it's his Milwaukee. You're just borrowing.
I bought him. Well, all of our power tools at the garage were rigid, which then I upgraded to Milwaukee stuff for my personal stuff. So first I had to buy him a rigid one because he wouldn't even do that. And then now I let him use my Milwaukee one when I know he's grinding stuff.
Well, he has a hacksaw. It's fine. It worked back then.
Yeah.
Yep. I got some of them old corded grinders, with the flap disc and shit on them.
Well, the cords are probably more dangerous than using the grinder. They're all fucking tore up.
Yeah, little electrical tape on them, no big deal. We got some good. We got some of them really good Harbor Freight jack stands that we built this thing on. I mean, we didn't have a hoist. It was built in. Yeah, it was just. I mean, we built the whole damn car on jack stands and borrowed a laser from work to make sure everything was kind of dialed in. Then we just put the fourth link in it on rear suspension, and then it was probably a good thing because it was tearing that fucking rear end right out of the car. I was surprised. It was, things were getting pretty fucking wanky back there. We got her.
You're gonna love that 4-link though. I just put one in, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
I
mean, we still got the Panhard bar, and but at least we got 4 links in there, and I think we hopefully. I don't know what's going to happen when we. We probably going to have to do some more upgrades. Get rid of them 1972 Monroe shocks that are on it. Maybe get us some of them double adjustable ones, and I'm thinking we're probably going to have to put a what do you call them bars?
Anti-roll
bar in it.
Those are kind of essential.
Because I'm thinking he's going to start dragging that right rear bumper on the ground if we keep doing what we're doing.
Just take it off.
Yeah.
we shoved some of them footballs and the coil springs on the back. So that helped a little bit. buddy of ours gave us some airbags. So
I know someday that thing's probably gonna have a fucking chute on it, so you might as well just take the bumper off now.
we've the chute's already been on it. There's one video.
Oh, there is.
Oh yeah. There's a video of it. When I built
Jeremy's.
We borrowed Jeremy's, and I built a chute mount for it that we use the trailer hitch for. So the column shifter, the factory column shifter, is the parachute release.
Oh, what?
And, oh yeah.
Okay, I understand. All right.
Yep, that's a parachute release. I didn't want to take it out. Then you got that big ugly hole in the steering column. So yeah, it's like I want to use that for something. I didn't know what, but yeah. So we made that the parachute release.
Man, you're on my par of building cars. I want to build cars someday. I got 10 grand to put down right now. Let's go.
Hey, I've got people. I mean, I've already got people. Hey, Howie, I want you to finish my car for me. I want you to do this. It's like, no, my wife would fucking kill me. Mama would leave me if I took her. No, that shit ain't happening. I can't take care of my own fucking junk, right? Yeah.
That's why I'm out of here at 5:30. I got to pick up food, or I'm gonna get yelled at.
Yeah.
But we got plenty of time to talk about that. I'm having way too good of a time. I almost want to do this again, man. I'm not.
Hey, we can anytime, man.
Brother.
You know what? Now that your old man knows how to use technology, he can video me at night now when we're fucking talking.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, shit. So what, this is something I don't even know. I've known you, I've known Howie for a very long time, and all of a sudden you had a race team, Sheila's Dream. What happened there? How did that come about? Well,
this is going to be a little bit of a long story.
Let's go. I got Grayson. I need a light. Where's my butane? Hold up. We're getting going.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Oh, I love it. Fucking blow first, light your cigar.
I am ready for a story, sir. I love stories.
I'm surprised you haven't heard this one, Ryan.
I have not, but me and him have had a few drinks a time or two, and it's not pretty.
Fair enough. So the car was actually gifted to my dad by a good family friend of ours. One of my grandpa's best friends, lived right down the road from my grandpa. He got it from a guy in Florida, and he had it sit in his garage he used it to haul his boat originally. And then that and the boat sat in his garage for, I don't know, 10 years.
Yeah, I want to say 10 years. He bought it to pull his boat to fish on Lake Michigan, but then the drunk driving laws got a little bit stricter, and Charlie liked to smoke a lot and drink a lot of beer.
Oh, yeah.
So he decided it just wasn't a good idea.
Wasn't
a good idea. So the car just sat.
So he was originally going to will it to my dad because my dad loved the car. But then one day he said, you know what, just come get it. I'd rather see you enjoy it. It's just sitting here. Well, I, of course, go with my dad. We pick it up. I fall in love with it instantly. And we drive it back home.
We had to take the fucking boat in the other car.
Yeah. He said, you can have I'm going to give you the car, but you have to take the boat and the Ford LTD that came along with it. We're like,
I feel like Howie brought a nitrous tank to the car sale.
We didn't have nitrous at that time, Ryan. That wasn't even in the question yet. But he told us we had to take the wagon, the boat, and the LTD, 73 LTD, yep, which had a freshly built 429 in it. So all we wanted out of it was the 429. So we gave it to these demo guys because they, of course, wanted Ford LTD.
And the 9-inch rear end.
And the 9-inch rear end. So we told them, you can have the car as long as you don't butcher it and you can pull the engine out properly and give it to us.
Engine and tranny.
Yep. And so they did. They pulled it out. We gave them the car. But anyways, back on track here. We picked up the wagon first. We didn't worry about the rest of the shit at that point. Picked up the wagon. We drove it back to our house in Broadhead. And my dad pulls it right up in the front yard of the house, just right in the fucking yard. And
Yeah.
we got a big picture window at my parents' house, just a big fucking picture window. And before we can even get out of the car, we open up the doors and my mom comes out and she's like, "You get that ugly fucking thing out of my yard right now."
It was awesome.
It's a fucking shrimp tank.
And she refused to ride in it. She refused to look at it. She refused everything about the car until one day we finally convinced her to ride in it. And then it was a Mother's Day when all the kids and the dogs were around, and we made, I don't know, 5-6 different trips to the ice cream stand in Broadhead, just so everybody had a chance to ride in the car and get ice cream. And then she instantly fell in love with the car. But before she loved the car, so this is when she refused to ride in it. My dad and I, we had a camper up north in Wisconsin, and we were going to meet my mom up there. Well, we were going to take the wagon because, hell yeah, we just got this cool ass new car. So she's already up there. We stop at a friend's house that makes decals, and we had him make us a Sheila's Dream sticker to put on the back window. Remind you, she hates the car at this point. So we put the sticker right on the back window, right where it is right now, actually, just a different font because Dawn and Jeremy were awesome enough to give us this much cooler logo. It was just a very plain Jane sticker, but it said Sheila's Dream on it. And she came out and she didn't know if she should hit my dad or laugh at him or what. Like she had no idea what to do.
I think she called me a motherfucker.
In her defense, I'm confused a lot when I deal with Howie. So,
but the name just stuck. We all refused to change the name of it. That was going to be the name of it. And when we decided to make it a race car, it was a big family thing at this point. I mean, everyone loved the car at this point. My dad and I actually originally used the car to haul my RC cars around when we traveled around Wisconsin and raced RC cars. And it had the big 5th scale RC cars. So
those are hard to drive. I can't do it.
No? I'll teach you sometime, Ryan.
I wreck the car. Don't trust me.
I'm not very good either.
Yeah, I understand.
But we mounted the big 5th scales right on top of the car, and we actually slept in it at the tracks.
Yep.
We'd camp out the night before the races for RC racing and just sleep in the back of the car, and it just became a big thing. And then we decided to make it into a drag car, and now we just refuse to change the name of it.
You guys are racing an RV, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a shed on nitrous. I love this fucking thing. I cannot wait. I feel like it still feels like an '89 Honda with the living room interior and just kind of rides like a Cadillac.
Oh, it definitely floats down the road.
It does. It rides like a Cadillac.
I can't wait for you to go for a ride in it.
Oh man, I think too much, and I'm gonna be like figuring out what the fucking transmission does while you guys are doing shit. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck, man? How?
One of these days when we get bored, we'll get some double adjustable shocks on the back, maybe find a sway bar or something, and maybe do an autocross event with it.
No, them Monroes still got a little gas in them. Don't worry. Yeah, use it.
But yeah, she's a full, I want to say 7,800 pounds, going down the highway, pulling that trailer and
with four people and the tires and the gas and the generator on top. And
yeah, she's a heavy pig. Gets a lot of
the whole fucking RV. You got the generator, the running water, all of it, man.
The bed in the back,
Yeah.
and the beer.
It sleeps a family of 4. How many cases would it hold, Howie?
Shit.
With all the nitrous bottles or without them?
Right. We usually got about 9.
That's a tough question.
In the back of it.
Oh, God. I'm going to say with nitrous because nitrous matters.
Well, we with all the clothes and bags and stuff, we can
A lot.
use a lot. Yeah, enough to get us through the night. So
I can't. I'm trying to read the fucking notes. Oh, this is gonna be a good video for you guys coming up when I film all this shit when I'm up there.
you ladies come over and say hi.
Yeah,
on,
let's get the rest of most of Sheila's dream.
Yeah.
Let's get them.
These are
all.
the ladies that allow it to happen.
Right.
Here.
If it wasn't for these ladies, we wouldn't be doing it.
And I understand they feed you well.
Yes, she is going to food fuck you the whole week.
I'm a bit of a chef myself. I'll stay out of your way. I know that was my mom's thing. Get out of my kitchen, but I can chop stuff.
Don't tell me that. I'll put you to work.
I'm gonna bring some Limburger along too.
Oh, fuck Howie. I tried it. I can't fucking do it.
Oh, dude. Derek wants some, so
I did the onions and the rye, like you said, and it was whew.
No way.
Oh, that was sharp.
Did he also tell you he doesn't get to sleep with me for like a week afterwards?
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I could smell him from Pennsylvania. I'd rather chug this whole cup of whiskey, Howie, than take one bite of that. Less burn. Oh, all right, guys. It's a pleasure to meet you, ladies. Is there anything you'd like to throw out there and maybe criticize Howie a little bit?
Well, actually, this is just an amazing. We do it as a family, and our crew is family. I mean, they're all family friends from well before we started this project, and we're having so much fun with it.
I can tell.
Such great people like yourself.
By the photos, I follow your page, and it just looks like a huge, awesome drag racing.
That's her, by the way.
She's
the one.
Yeah,
you're the one. Okay. Yes, you keep doing it because don't give him a camera, much less a power tool. Oh my
check
goodness.
your Facebook after this because you got some fun videos to come.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I'm sure he'll send me a couple here and there, and we're gonna put this up here very shortly, probably Friday. Throwing the photos and all that, but wow, you ladies, you keep these boys going and God bless you. Howie needs all the help he can get.
I know I need all the help I can get.
Now you sound like all them fuckers I work with. Everybody got pick on Howie.
It's easy.
Pick on the little guy.
I'm an easy target. I know it.
Yeah, you're a pretty easy target, brother. It would not be the same without you or you, though. Absolutely not. I mean, just the effort I've seen is one of the most refreshing things I've seen in the car industry as of late, for sure. You guys are a tight-knit group, and I appreciate that very much. Man,
we appreciate it, brother.
Absolutely.
It's we appreciate everything you guys do for us. We know we are always, and it's a great feeling to know that we ain't gonna have to worry about our transmission. You got us taken care of, right? And if we got problems, you're fixing us.
Said it from day one. That burger and bacon and chocolate and cheese package did not wound me pretty hard, sir. I did you a damn good job.
Butter you up.
Yeah, I ate it all. I had a But any last words, guys? Anything any of you would like to say? Any advice for the guys looking to try to do what you do, getting into the scene, or just some good old-fashioned experience?
Do it.
I mean, if you're thinking about it, just do it because you're not going to regret it. I can promise it's going to be the most. If you do a drag and drive event during the week, it's going to be the most fun, stressful time you've ever had in your entire life.
Yeah, I can remember.
Like I said, it's the hardest vacation you'll ever do, but it doesn't have to be like that. I mean, just don't try to go out there and win. Just try to finish.
Just try to finish and most importantly have fun, because no one cares. Like they think it's cool that you're there. You don't have to go set the world on fire. Just finish the event. Have fun with it and just do it
and learn, just learn as you're doing it. And just always remember everybody there. That's the nicest thing about these events is everybody that's there is willing to help you. You break down the side of the road. I mean, we had to stop when we left one event. We forgot to take the spacers. I forgot. I'm just going to blame it on myself. to take the spacers out on the rear tires. So their tire was rubbing on the fender well a little bit, right? So we pulled over. We're switching over, and I bet we had 10 people stop, that wanted to help. It's it's a great community. The car community is just an amazing. They're just amazing people. And
I actually think you were at the one. The guy's trailer fell off 5 fucking times, and he got five times.
We sent him to one of our buddies here in town because we were driving through our hometown to go to the event. We sent him over to one of our fabricating buddies to weld it back on.
And then if you are pulling a trailer and you got a fast car, don't use your fucking parachute mount for a trailer.
Yeah.
Use
if anything, use your trailer hitch to mount your parachute.
Put a trailer hitch on the damn car, and not a parachute mount, and to pull a trailer. Yeah, it's not that. Yeah, there's every year that shit happens. Somebody will do that. It just doesn't work. The shit ain't strong enough. It's
another thing I'd like to mention, just for anybody that wants to get into it. Unfortunately, in this world, there's times where trailers and stuff go missing. You park at the hotel and things go missing. People steal shit. We lock everything up. We have a way to lock everything. We lock the trailer hitch to the car. We lock the coupler for the hitch. We lock anything you can put a lock on, put a lock on. Anything you can carry up to your hotel room, carry it up with you, because eventually it's going to save you a headache. It sucks that we have to do that, but even the tires on top of the car, we have the mount that we made for it allows us to lock the tires on top of the car so nobody can take them. It's just it's a cheap security. They're going to go for the least resistant thing, right? If you have locks and everything, it's most likely going to deter them to not even attempt it. So just try to find a way to be able to lock all your shit.
Yeah, that's some sound advice. Actually, it is a fucking shame. With a race car, fortunately, you don't have to worry about your cats getting stolen.
Well, I was just going to say that they fucking stole our cats last year. Now we're running around illegal.
It's race only. It's a race car. Well, guys, this has been it's only my second interview, but it's been fucking amazing. Damn. I wish I actually had a little more time today. To be honest, I could just bullshit with you guys all night. But I will see you in a month and a half or so.
We'll do another one afterwards. We'd like to hear what you thought of the whole damn thing.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully after this one you'll want to come back again.
Oh, he will.
Oh, so you're the one that wants to interview me now. Okay. All right.
Right.
I'll give you your chance, Hal. You get to interview me when I come back and hear my thoughts.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you're on the spot now.
More beers.
You're gonna ask the questions, okay?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right, everybody. It was my very, very good pleasure to have you on. It was awesome, and I really can't wait to see you guys. This is going to be a hell of a time. I'm bringing my GoPro. The whole thing's filmed. It's going to be awesome.
Awesome.
Well, it was an honor to be on here, Ryan.
It was. Thank you. Yes. Thank you very much. It was.
Yes, Rob. We're going to do great things, Robbie. I'm going to be right alongside you the whole fucking time, dude.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Fuck yeah. All right, guys. I appreciate you, and I will see you soon.
All right.
Good,
Love
Ryan.
you, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. If that, especially at the end, wasn't the most sound advice I've ever heard from anybody I've ever talked to, I don't know what is. So take that and hold that one close, because that was some real shit. Real experience, real guys doing a real thing with a car that I've never seen, a literal Sherman tank. And you've heard it first here. My next, after a sick week, probably my next victim, my next target is what I call him, my Florida man, Jade Gartz, with his monster truck and 4L60E. Stay tuned for the next one. Thank you guys so much.